हेलो एवरीवन, आई होप यू ऑल आर डूइंग वेल। सो आज जो है मेरा कोशिश रहेगा कि कंप्लीट एनसीईआरटी ज्योग्राफी कंप्लीट किया जाए। स्पेशली जो इम्पोर्टेंट टर्म्स एंड कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं उन सारे चीज़ को हम यहाँ पर डिलीवर करेंगे अभी, ठीक है। और अभी बज रहे हैं लगभग 10:25 के आसपास, ठीक है। और आज पूरे दिन में कंप्लीट एनसीईआरटी मतलब ज्योग्राफी स्पेशली, ठीक है, उसको हम पूरा करेंगे, ठीक है। और यहाँ पर उन सारे कॉन्सेप्ट और टर्म्स को डिलीवर करेंगे जो आपके एग्ज़ाम के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से इम्पोर्टेंट होगा, ठीक है। और जो कहीं न कहीं फ्रिक्वेंटली क्वेश्चंस आते रहते हैं या फिर इम्पोर्टेंट है सिलेबस के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, क्योंकि हमने दोनों चीज़ को एनालाइज किया है ना, सिलेबस एज वेल एज प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर, ठीक है। तो दोनों के आधार पर जो हमें इम्पोर्टेंट लगा है उसको टिक मार्क करके और यहाँ पर है ना आई वुड लाइक टू डिलीवर ओवर हेयर, ओके। सो दैट स्टे एंड है ना listen carefully all the terms and concept so that you will be able to solve all the problems, maximum problems which can make you towards the success, okay. So let us start. So I would like to start from ncert class 8 geography, okay. And I already taught you people uh, two ncert book, okay. So further I would like to cover which are remaining concept and terms, okay. So till smelting I already dictate you what do you mean by smelting. So smelting is nothing but the process in which, okay, materials are extracted, okay, or you can say metals are extracted from the ore by heating beyond the melting point. मतलब जो मेल्टिंग पॉइंट होता है उसके बियॉन्ड हीट करके, ठीक है, जो मेटल एक्सट्रैक्ट करने का प्रोसेस है वो उसको कहते हैं स्मेल्टिंग। क्या होता है? स्मेल्टिंग, ओके। So this is smelting. Smelting means process. This is process of extracting metals from ore by heating beyond the melting point. Beyond the melting point is called smelting. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Next thing I would like to cover so the names of great lakes are Superior, Huron, Ontario, Michigan and Erie. Okay, Lake Superior is the largest of these 5 lakes. It lies higher upstream than others. Okay, lakes, lakes. Okay, Superior lakes, Ontario lakes, Huron lakes. Okay, Michigan lakes, Erie lakes. So from one of them, Superior is the largest lakes, okay, which lies higher upstream than others. Okay, so this is all about lakes. And textile, next is textile, which is derived from two Latin words, that is texere, which means to weave. Okay, so textile, textile. So textile means, textile is derived from Latin word that is texture, T-E-X-E, texture, which means weave, okay. So this is all about textile. Is it clear? Now next is the first textile mill in the country was established at the Fort Gloucester near Kolkata in 1818, but it closed down after some time, okay. Now next is about 1/3 of the Indian textile industry's total production is exported, okay. यानी कि 1/3 of the Indian textile industry's total production is exported, okay. And so this is all about textile, and I think this chapter is almost covered and finished, okay. So next chapter I would like to cover, that is human resources. Extremely important chapter, that is human resources. So what do you mean by human resources? My dear friends, I already dictate you what is resources. Something when come under utility, then that is called resources. Means resources are those which fulfill the demands of the people, which fulfill the demands of the people. So that is the resources. Similarly, human is also a type of resources which fulfill the demand of the people or person or okay. So what do you mean by human resources? So human resources, whenever talking about human resources, then I would like to say human resources are a type of resources which fulfill the demand of the people, which fulfill that, which make the things valuable, okay. So in many ways human resources work, and in many ways means by learning skills, by obtaining knowledge, by performing some activity, okay, and they fulfill the demand of the, okay, needs or needs of the people, okay. Suppose you are studying, and after studying, after certain amount of time or after certain year of time, you will you become some engineer and some doctors and many more things, okay. So after becoming engineer, doctor, IS and many more, okay. So after becoming, you will survive, okay, as a professional people, and as a professional people you will give or you will provide service to the people, okay. And after providing service, then what do you mean by providing service? So providing service means you are fulfilling the demands of the people, okay. Suppose after becoming engineer, you will work in a industry or in any field, okay. And after in joining in any field, you will produce some new things, or you will invent some new things. After invention of particular things, that invention make easy, make the life of easy, oh sorry, make the life very easy. So in this way we can say human resources are very important resources. Suppose you are becoming doctors, and after becoming doctors you will research, okay, new medicine and new medical facility, okay. After inventions of new medical facility, that makes or that help the people to make uh, to make easy life. Okay, so in this way we can say this is extremely important resources. Okay, so that's all about human resources. Is it clear? So in many ways it may be research, it may be doctors, okay, it may be engineers, it may be any field, okay, any field in which you are working. So in that field you will provide some particular service, and after providing service the life of people will be very easy. Okay, so that's why I am talking about resources are those things, materials, okay, which make which fulfill the demand of the people, okay. So this is all about human resources. Okay, so the government of India has Ministry of Human Resources Development. The ministry was created in 1985, okay, with an aim to improve people's skills. This just shows how important people are as a resources for the country. Means when people are using as a resources, people as a resources, as resources, people as a resources, then it will be human resources. Is it clear? So on this government also focuses. Suppose sometimes it happens in India, brain drain. What do you mean by brain drain? Brain drain means the skilled people, okay, or you can say the knowledgeable people, or the high brand people, or you can say high intelligence people, okay, are brought by some other country, okay, and buying buying high demand people, huh? Our country lacking in invention and research, but in other country it is of high demand, okay. And so people as a resources, okay, people as a resources which fulfill the high demands or high inventions or high research and development is lacking in India, but in spite of this they are serving to the other countries. So this is bad thing for India, okay. So on this government try to focuses on research and development, focuses on youth to develop some particular type of skills, and provide uh, provide service in India, so that inventions and development or research type will be created in India as well, okay. So my dear friends, so this is how human resources are. And Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, PKVY, PKVY, that is Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, okay, was started in 2015. Started in 2015, and aiming to train 1 crore Indian youth from 2016 to 2020. The objectives: aim is a skill, to provide a skill to the youth from 2016 to 2020. So what is the objective of Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, which is started in 2015, and the motives to provide skills to the youth, okay, and the time durations will be time durations are 2016 to 2020. The objective of this scheme is to encourage aptitude towards employable skills by giving quality training to probable and existing wage earners. Okay, so my dear friends, in this Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, the aim is to provide skills to the youth, and the duration is 2016 to 2020, and okay, so this is the aim. Okay, and to encourage peoples, okay, to probable and existing wage earners. Okay, so this is all about human resources. Okay, so the average density of population in India is 382 persons per square kilometer. Okay, and now factors affecting distribution of plane of population. Factors affecting distribution of populations are: first is factors affecting distribution of population. Distribution of population are: first is geographical factors. Geographical factors. So in geographical factors, the factors are: first is topography. So what do you mean by topographical factors? So my dear friends, in plains, in this particular topics we will cover people's people recommended, okay, in surviving or living in plains area rather than mountains and plateau. Why? Because in plains area peoples are provided suitable amenity rather than plains and mountains and plateau. Okay, so in plains area they are providing all the amenity which is essential for the people. That's why topography is one factor, that is geographical factors. Okay, and next is climate. Okay, so next is climatic factors. Okay, and the next one is soil. So soil is also factors. Next is water, and next is minerals. Okay, next is minerals. So these are the factors on which people, all these should be there where people want or prefer to live there. Okay, so that is topographic factor, climatic factors, soil factors, water, and minerals. Means availability of these factors are make essential for surviving of the people or distributions of population. So if these factors are there, okay, on any place, okay, then that will be the suitable for, okay, distribution of population. Means there will be most of the peoples are want to survive there. Okay, now next is social, cultural, and economic factors. Next is social, economic, and cultural factors. Social, this is geographical factors, and next is social, cultural, and economic factor. social, cultural and economic factor. Economic factor. Okay, social, cultural and economic factors. So in this social, cultural and economic factors, social first factors is social. Social, what do you mean by social? If area of better housing, education and health facility are more densely populated, means uh, housing should be there, okay, education should be there, okay, health facility should be there, okay, and all these facility if they are providing, if there is available, then people prefer to survive there, okay, people prefer more there, okay, that's why, because of how everyone wants good housing, good education, good health, and all these basic or essential facility are there, then that is the most suitable for those people. Okay, if I am talking, if we we are talking about places like Delhi and some other areas where housings are good, education facility are good, and health facility are also good, then that area will be most populated area. Why? Because all the amenity are essential for the people for betterment of life, इतना ही नहीं, in spite of this there should be job opportunity, okay, there should be many more opportunity which make the people very easy, okay, to survive, okay. This is the next is cultural. So what do you mean by cultural factors? So cultural factors means religion or cultural significances attract people. Suppose Varanasi, Jerusalem and Vatican City are some examples, okay. So these are the cultural factors, and if there are religion or cultural significance, okay, which attract people towards them. Next one is economic factors. I already dictate you economic factors means there should be available job opportunity, some industry are there, okay, which make you employable, okay, means there should be job opportunity means which can make you or which can enhance your financial condition, means you meet your demand, okay, on the basis of finance, means whatever you want, okay. So finance provide everything in your life. If you have money, definitely you will be accessible to everything, accessible to everything, either it may be education, it may be health, it may be anything, okay, it may be basic amenity which you essentially need, okay. So these are the third is economic factors which attract people, okay, and if there are economic opportunity, job opportunity, definitely people will go there and make their house or buildings and want to survive there, okay. So these are the social, cultural and economic factors, okay, which attract people towards that place, okay. If these factors, social factors, cultural factors and economic factors are there, then people will try to go there, okay. Next is population change. So what do you mean by population change? So what is the cause of population change? Okay, so there are many cause to change the population. So these changes are, sometimes it happens migration. क्या होता है, माइग्रेशन हो जाता है, इस वजह से भी चेंज हो जाता है. डेथ रेट is higher than birth rate. Okay, and birth rate is higher than death rate. It may also increase or decrease the changes. Okay, so means population change, population change. So you have to know, you have to come to know the reasons behind this change. So there are many reasons to change population change, many reasons to change population. Okay, so many reason means maybe, ठीक है, change in population means, population change means a change in number, change in number in population, in person. Okay, from in a specific time duration, so this is a population change. And in 1804, okay, the world's population reached 1 billion. 1 billion world population. Okay, so in 1804 the world population becomes 1 billion. Okay, in 1959 the world's population reached 3 billion. 1959 it becomes 3 billion. Okay, and this is often called population explosion. This is called population explosion. So what do you mean by population explosion? So when population change rapidly, okay, when population change drastically, then it becomes population explosion, or you can say population explosion. Okay, so over here you can just imagine, in about 63 years it becomes 3 times, of the population. Okay, and it gradually increasing, so my dear friends, it is that's what we can say, it's population explosion, because it between 63 years of duration it becomes very, means 3 times. Okay, now let us come to the topics, that is population change in number of person, or change in number in population. Okay, and there may be many cause, of population change. One of them are birth rate, okay, death rate, migration, okay, natural growth rate. Okay, so my dear friends, birth rate, death rate, okay, and migration, due to these factors population changes. Population changes. Changes means either it may be increase or decrease. Okay, so it may be negative and positive change also. So changes means not always positive change, but changes means also negative change. Okay, so change may be negative or positive. Suppose here in any specific region or country, birth rate is higher than the death rate. Okay, then population will increase. Then population will increase. But if birth rate is lower than the death rate, lower than the death rate, then population will decrease. Sometimes it happens in any country. Okay, so the population will decrease. Similarly, there is migration. I will discuss migration, type of migration further. Right now I am discussing why population changes. So due to migration also the population change. Okay, migration means suppose population migrate from one place to another place due to many reasons which I already discussed in previous previous 2-3 minutes before. Okay, uh, due to many factors, population prefer to survive or live in particular places. And suppose you are some peoples are living in a village area. Okay, so in village area there are not so much facility available for the peoples, either lack of health facility, lack of education facility, lack of many other reasons. Okay, so due to such reasons, okay, the population of that region, try to migrate from one place to another place. Okay, so these are the reasons why migration happens. Okay, so okay, so it may be birth rate, death rate, and migration also. Okay, migration, there will be type of migration also. Okay, now one thing is life expectancy. Life expectancy. Life expectancy. What do you mean by life expectancy? Okay, so it is the number of years that an average person can expect to live. Okay, so it is number of years that an average person can expect to live. That is a life expectancy. Means number of years a person can survive, a person can live. Okay, is called life expectancy. Okay, so it may be average. So life, one thing is a single person has life expectancy and population has life expectancy. So what is the difference between a single person has life expectancy and a population have life expectancy? So both are different things. Life expectancy of a single person means that number of years that person survived or that person lived. Okay, suppose Ramesh is the name of person, okay, who survived or who lived 65 years in his lifetime. Okay, so 65 years is his life expectancy. Okay, similarly population have life expectancy. So in case of population you have to calculate average. Okay, suppose in India average population has 60 years of age. So this is life expectancy and this is calculated by averaging all the persons in particular years. Okay, Now, natural growth rate. So, what do you mean by natural growth rate? Natural growth rate. Natural growth rate. What do you mean by natural growth rate? The population increase in the world is mainly due to rapid increase in natural growth rate. The population increase in the world is mainly due to rapid increase in the natural growth rate. Okay, means the world population increasing due to natural growth rate. Natural growth rate. Right? Okay. Now, okay, so this is all about natural growth rate. Okay, natural growth means it is happens automatically, not intentionally. Not intentionally. Uh, suppose migrations are there. So migrations are why? What do you mean by migration? So migration means change in population by intentionally. So this is not a natural growth or decrease or increase. Okay, so natural growth means which happens naturally. Okay. Okay, so some things I would like to discuss over here. Population increase. Suppose this is balance. Okay, this is balance and this is okay. So birth rate more than death rate. Birth rate more than death rate. Death rate. So this is birth rate and death rate. Death rate. Okay. So population increase होगा. क्या होगा? Population increase होगा. Is it clear? Now next is birth rate. Okay. This is birth rate. This is death rate. Okay. This is death rate and population STD. STD population. STD means neither increasing nor decreasing. Okay. And next one is population decrease. Population decrease. This is okay. This is birth rate. This is death rate and population decrease. Population decrease. Is it clear? Population STD. So these are three conditions in which population increase, population becomes STD, and population decrease. Okay. Now, next some terms are important. Okay, which I am discussing over here. Okay, that is migration related terms. That is migration related terms. So, my dear friends, what do you mean by immigration? Immigration. 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 So immigration, when a person enter a new country, when person enter a new country is called immigration. But immigration is a different thing. Is a different thing. When a person leave a country, means enter. Okay, enter means immigration. Leave means immigration. Okay, so here double M are there, okay, but here single M and E is there, okay. So EMIGRATIY, immigration means living some country. Living country means immigration, living country, and inter country. Suppose some peoples are entering some other country, so for that country, that is the immigration. And if you are living particular country, suppose you are living India and going to foreign country, then for India, that is immigration. That is immigration. Is it clear? So migration is of two types. One is immigration, second one is immigration. Okay. and persons who enter into a new country, that is called immigrants. And for this, the person who leave country is called immigrants. Immigrants. Is it clear? Okay. Now next is population, patterns of population change. Patterns of population change. So this is all about, okay, which are important for in this chapters. So this class 8 geography NCERT is finished. Now I will discuss class 9th NCERT of. So next chapter is India, size and location. So this is all about India, okay. You know, India is one of the ancient civilization, okay, in the world. It has achieved multifaceted socio-economic progress. Socio-economic progress. Socio-economic progress. Okay. Now, the topic of cancer, that is 23 degree and 30 inch north, divides the country into almost two equal parts to the southeast and southwest of the mainland. Lie the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands in the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea respectively. Okay, so this is the thing which you have to know. And this is location of India. This is location of India, means the Tropic of Cancer passes at 23 degree and 30 minutes north, जो कि इंडिया को डिवाइड करता है ऑलमोस्ट टू इक्वल पार्ट्स में, टू साउथ ईस्ट एंड साउथ वेस्ट ऑफ द मेनलैंड. ओके, lie in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Lakshadweep Islands in the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea respectively. Okay, so this is all about the location of India. Okay, and India is a vast country, you know, and it lying entirely in the northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere में lie करता है. Northern hemisphere में India जो है lie करता है northern hemisphere. Okay, and the latitude will be 4 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north, and longitude will be 68 degree 7 inch east and 97 degree 25 inch east. Okay, so this is the location. Now so the southernmost point of India, Indian Union, that is Indira Point, got submerged under the seawater in 2004 during the tsunami. So that is the southernmost point of the India. Southernmost point, that is Indra Point. Okay, that is Indra Point got submerged under sea वाटर इन 2004 ड्यूरिंग सुनामी के दौरान जो है 2004 में ये सबमर्ज हो गया था। ठीक है, ये चीज़ ध्यान में रखना है। ठीक है, नाउ यू नो साइज द लैंड मास ऑफ इंडिया हैज एन एरिया 32 lakh around 32 lakh 80,000 around. Okay, that is million square kilometer, or you can in million if you converting it should be 3.28 million square kilometer. India's total area accounts for 2.4%. 2.4% of the total geographical area. Okay, so this is all about India. Now boundary of इतना किलोमीटर 15,200 kilometer, and Lakshadweep is Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep is 7,516.6 kilometers. Okay. Now, a standard meridian of India 82 degree 30 east and passes through Mizoram Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, is taken as the standard time. Okay, so this is all. Now, one important thing, since the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced by 7,000 kilometers. Reduced by 7,000 kilometers. Okay. Now, which country are neighboring to the India? Okay, so India occupies an important storage position in South Asia. India has 28 states and 7 right now it has been changed. Okay, 29 states and 8 union territory. Okay. India shares its boundary with Pakistan, Afghanistan in northwest, China, Tibet and Nepal and Bhutan in north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of 2 islands country, that namely Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separate from India by narrow channels of sea formed by the Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Islands are situated to the south of the Lakshadweep Islands. Okay. So this is finished from my slides. Okay. Now next chapter is physical features of India. Physical features of Now next is physical features of India. So in physical features of India, there are many things which you have to keep in your mind. Physical features of India. Physical features of India. Physical features of India. So physical features of India, variations are called due to difference in rock formations. So my dear friends, you ever thought about the causes of these variations? So there are variations. Okay, most of these variations are caused due to difference in rock formation. Rock formation difference in rocks formation. Rock formation. Okay. And India is a large landmass formed during different geological periods, which has influenced our relief. Besides geological formation, number of processes such as weathering, erosion, and depositional. Weathering, erosion, and depositional. Weathering, erosional, and depositional. Okay, these are the process have created. Okay, have created and modified the relief to its present forms. So it changed the formation, change the present forms, the present forms. Okay, weathering, erosions, and depositions can change the present forms. Okay, so Earth scientists have attempted to explain the formation of physical features with the help of some theories based on the certain evidences. One such plausible theory is the theory of plate tectonics. Theory of plate tectonics theory. Plate tectonics theory. Plate tectonics theory. Plate tectonics theory. Okay, so this is important. Plate tectonic theories. Okay, the theory of plate tectonics. According to this theory, we can say the crust, upper part of the earth, has been found out of seven majors and some minor plates. Means the crust, upper part of the earth has been found. Crust, under plate tectonics theory, crust that is upper part of the earth surface. Upper part of earth surface फॉर्म्ड होता है. क्या होता है? फॉर्म्ड. ठीक है, यानी कि जो क्रस्ट है वो बनता है ड्यू टू प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स थ्योरी. ठीक है, ये साइंटिस्ट का मानना है. ठीक है, एंड इनमें क्या क्या आता है? 7 मेजर एंड सम माइनर प्लेट्स होता है. 7 मेजर एंड प्लस सम माइनर प्लेट्स आता है. सम माइनर प्लेट्स. ठीक है, ये सब चीजें यहाँ पे देखिए दिखाया गया है इसमें. ठीक है, द मूवमेंट ऑफ प्लेट्स रिजल्ट इन द बिल्डिंग ऑफ स्ट्रेसेस विद इन द प्लेट्स एंड द कॉन्टिनेंटल रॉक्स अबव लीडिंग टू faulting and volcanic activity. So these are the process which happens during this plate tectonic theory within the plates. Okay, within the plates, continental rocks above leading of faulting and volcanic activity broadly. Okay, so you can see over here. Okay, this picture. Okay. So you can see over here, this is convergent boundary. So in this convergent boundary both plates come together, मतलब पास आता है, close together. Okay, and in this, that is transform boundary, and both प्लेट खिसकता है एक दूसरे के आगे पीछे. देखो ये इधर आ रहा है, ये इधर जा रहा है. ठीक है, तो इस टाइप से ये हो जाता है ट्रांस बाउंड्री. ठीक है, इसमें जो ये मेंटल प्लेट है ना, ये भी दोनों प्लेट है, और ये भी मेंटल, ये भी मेंटल, लेकिन डायरेक्शन देखिए इधर का है, ये इसका इधर का है. डाइवर्जेंट बाउंड्री में ये इधर भाग रहा है, वो उधर भाग रहा है, मतलब बहुत अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. ओके, इन दिस ऑल्सो both are opposite direction, but both are coming together, pass are close together. Okay, and in this neither going far nor come closer. Okay, but in this both are transformed from each other. So this is all about boundary, plate boundary. Okay. Next is, okay, Most volcanoes and earthquakes in the world are located at plate margins, but some do occur within the plate. Some do occur within the plates. Okay. Okay. So the oldest, the oldest landmass, the peninsular part, was a part of the Gondwana land. Okay, the Gondwana land India, includes India, America, and Antarctica as one single land. Okay, so this is all about Gondwana land. Okay. Gondwana land include India, Australia, South America, and Antarctica. Okay. Now Gondwana land is the southern part of the ancient supercontinent Pangaea, with Angara land in the northern part. Okay. So this is Gondwana land. This is Gondwana land. Okay. Now next is major physiographic divisions. Major physiographic divisions, that is the one thing I left. Okay, so that is the thing which deposit. The peninsular plateau is composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks with gently rising hills and wide valley. So this is all about peninsular plateau. PP, peninsular plateau. Okay, and next is major physiographic divisions. Physiographic divisions, PD. Physiographic divisions. So physiographic divisions, the physical features of India can be grouped under the following physiographic divisions. Okay, so in this division, the Himalayan mountains. Next is northern plains. Okay, next is peninsular plateau, PP. Okay, next is the Indian desert, ID. Next is the islands, coastal plains. Next is islands. So these are the things which you have to मतलब ये जो है इसके अंदर आ गया है फिजियोग्राफिक डिविजन्स के अंदर. ठीक है, ये नेचुरल, ये ठीक है, इन सब चीज़ों का आप मतलब वो कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, अब जो है अब देखिए, द फॉल्स ऑफ ग्रेट हिमालयज आर asymmetrical in nature. The core of this part of Himalaya is composed of granite. It is perennially snowbound, and a number of glaciers descend from this range. Okay. Now, हिमाचल और लेसर हिमालय. Okay, the range are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. The latitude varies between 3,700 and 4,500 meters. Okay. So Majuli in the Brahmaputra river is the Majuli in the Brahmaputra river is the largest inhabited riverine islands in the world. Okay. Dwab is made up of two words, that is do meaning two and ab means water. Similarly, Punjab is also made up of two words, Panj plus ab meaning five plus ab meaning water. It means Dwab means uh, okay, which is covered from two sides, water. Okay, and Punjab means which is covered from five combination of five water. Okay, the Ganga plains extended between Ghaghar. Mm. Now next thing is India only active volcano is found on barren islands in Andaman and Nicobar groups of islands. India's only active volcano is found on barren islands in Andaman and Nicobar groups of islands. Okay. Now corals. Corals polyps are short-lived microscopic organisms which live in colonies. They flourish in shallow, mud-free and warm waters. They secrete calcium carbonates. The coral secretion and their skeletons from coral deposits in the forms of reefs. Okay, they are mainly of three kinds: barren, barrier reefs, that is fringing reefs, and atolls. The Great Barrier Reefs of Australia is a good example of the first kind of coral reefs. First kind of coral reefs. Atolls are circular or horse saw and shaped coral reefs. Shaped coral reefs. Now, India's only active volcano is found on barren islands in Andaman and Nicobar groups of islands. Okay, India's only active volcano is found on barren islands. Okay, in Andaman and Nicobar groups of islands. So this is all about second chapter of class 9th. Okay, now I will move to third chapter, that is drainage chapters. Okay, so this is also important chapters. Okay, so drainage area drained by a okay river by stream systems, particularly particularly system, that is single Himachal. Okay, so the terms drainage describe the river systems of an area. Means drainage means the river systems of an area. Okay, so this is called drainage, river system of an area. Okay, now the area drained by a single river system is called drainage basin. The area drained by single river system is called drainage basin. Okay, the area drained by single river system is called drainage basin. That is drainage basin is DB लिख दो शॉर्ट में, drainage basin, and that is the drained by a single river system. Okay, single river system is called drainage basins. Now next is a closer observation on a map will be indicated that any elevated area such as mountains or upland separates two drainage basins. Such an upland is known as water divide. Okay, the world's largest drainage basin is of the Amazon River. Drainage system in India. The drainage system of India are mainly controlled by the broad relief features of the subcontinent. According to the Indian rivers are divided into two major groups, that is Himalayan rivers and the peninsular rivers. So perennial, it means that they have water throughout the year. There, these rivers receive water from the lofty mountains, and the two major Himalayan rivers, the Indus and the Brahmaputra, originate from the north of the mountains ranges. Okay. So next is intensive erosional activity in their upper course and carry huge loads of the silt and sand in the middle and the lower courses. These rivers, ponds, meanders, exbow, lakes, and many other depositional features in their in their now drainage patterns. So drainage with the streams within a drainage basins form certain patterns depending on the slope of land, underlying rock structures, as well as the climatic condition of the area. These are the dendritic, dendritic trellis, rectangular and radial patterns. The dendritic patterns develops where the river changes follows the slope of the terrain. The stream with its tributary resembles the branches of the tree, thus named dendritic river. Dendritic, the river joined by its tributary at approximately right angles develops a trellis patterns. A trellis drainage patterns develops where hard and soft rocks exist parallel to each other. A rectangular drainage patterns develops on a a strongly joined rocky terrain. The radial patterns develops when streams flow in different directions from central peak and the dome-like structure. A combination of several patterns may be found in the same drainage basins. River systems. Tributary may be called river systems. River along with its tributary may called river systems. Okay. Now next is according to regulations of Indus Water Treaty in 1960, India can use only 20% of the total 20%. Okay, only 20%. Only 20% of the total water. Okay, only 20% of the total water carried by Indus River system. Okay, this water is used for irrigation in the Punjab's, Haryana, and the southern and western parts of the Rajasthan. Okay. Okay. So this is all about Indus Water Treaty 1960. So next is the Ganga River system. Systems. Okay, and in this we know the headwaters of the Ganga, called the Bhagirathi, is fed by the Gangotri glacier and joined by the Alaknanda at Devaprayaga in Uttarakhand. Okay, at Haridwar, the Ganga emerges from the mountains on the top plains. Okay. Now, next is the Ganga is joined by many tributaries from Himalayas. Okay. Now, next is and that this is important terms. Okay, and that is the main tributary which come from the peninsula uplands are the Chambal. Okay, the Betwa and the Son. These rivers from semi-arid areas. Okay. Now, the important terms are the Sundarban Delta derived its name from Sundri tree. Which tree? Sundri tree, which grows well in marshlands. World's it is world's it is world's it is the world's largest and the fastest growing delta. It is also the home of Royal Bengal tiger. It is also the Royal Bengal tiger. Now, the river develops large meanders. Okay. Now, the Brahmaputra river systems. You know the Brahmaputra river system, that is the Dihang, and it is joined by the Dihang, the Lohit, and many other tributary to forms the Brahmaputra in Assam. Okay. So Brahmaputra is known as the Sangpo in Tibet and Jamuna in the Bangladesh. Now, the Tibet river carries a smaller volume of the water and less silts, as it is called, and dry area. Okay. Now, the peninsular rivers. The main water divide into peninsular India is formed by the Western Ghats. Okay. There are numerous small streams flowing west of the Western Ghats. The Narmada and the Tapi are the only long rivers which flow west and makes estuaries. The drainage basins of the peninsular rivers are comparatively small in size. Okay. Now next is the Narmada basin. Okay, the Narmada rises in the Amarkantak hills in Madhya Pradesh. It flows toward the west in a rift valley formed due to faulting on its way to the sea, and the Narmada creates many pictures location. The marbles rocks nearby Jabalpur, where the Narmada flows through the deep gorges. The Dihu, the Dhugadhar falls, where the river plunges over steep rocks, are some of the notable ones. Okay. The Tapi rise in the Satpura ranges in the Betul districts too of Madhya Pradesh. Okay. It also follows in a rift valley parallel to the Narmada, but it is much shorter in length. Its basin covers parts of Madhya Pradesh. Okay. So this is important. Okay. This is important. Now, Nasik district of Maharashtra, its length is about 1500 km. It's drained into the Bay of Bengal. Its drainage basin is also the large and peninsular rivers. Now, Dakshin Ganga, it is also known as the because of the length and the area it covers, it is also known as the Dakshin Ganga. The Mahanadi basin, the Mahanadi rises in the highlands of Chhattisgarh. It follows through the Odisha to reach the Bay of Bengal. Okay, the length of river is about 860 kilometer. Okay, now the Krishna Basin. Now the Krishna Basin, which is also important basin, is shared by Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, now Kaveri River, Kaveri Basin. Sorry, Kaveri Basin. The Kaveri rises in the Brahmagiri ranges of the Western Ghats, and it reaches the Bay of Bengal in south of Guddalore in Tamil Nadu. Okay, total length of the river is about 760 kilometers. Okay, now the river Kaveri makes the second biggest waterfall. The river Kaveri makes the second biggest waterfall in the India, known as the Shiva Samudram. The hydroelectric power generated from falls is supplied to Mysore, Bangalore, and Kollar goldfield. Okay. Besides these major rivers, there are some smaller rivers flowing towards the east. The Damodar, the Brahmani, the Baitarni, and the Subarnarekha are some notable examples. 71% of the world's surface is covered with water, but 97% of that is salt water. Okay, of 3% that is available as fresh water, 3/4 of it is trapped as ice. Okay, now river pollution. There are many reasons to pollute the region, means to pollute the rivers. Okay, roles of rivers in the economy. So there are many roles of the rivers in economy also. Rivers have been found fundamental importance throughout the human history. Water from the rivers is basic natural resource essential for various human activity. Therefore, the rivers banks have attracted settlers from ancient times. These settlements have now become big cities. Make a list of cities in your state which are located on the banks of river. Using rivers for irrigation, navigation, hydropower generation is of a special significance, particularly to a country like India. Okay. Now, river pollution. So, in day-to-day life, rivers are polluted. Okay, due to many reasons. Okay, that is domestic, municipal, industry, and agriculture demands for water from rivers naturally affect the quality of water. Okay, so National River Conservation Plan (NRCP), National River Conservation Plan, that is NRCP, the Activity of Ganga Action Plan (GAP) Phase 1 initiated in 1985 were declared closed on 31st March 2000. The steering committee of the National River Conservation Authority revived the progress of the GAP and necessary correction on the basis of lessons learned and experiences gained from GAP Phase 1. These have been applied to the major polluted rivers of the country under the NRCP. The Ganga Action Plan (GAP) Phase 2 has been merged with the NRCP. The expanded NRCP now covers 152 towns located along 27 interstate rivers in 16 states under this action plan. Pollution abatement works are being taken up in 57 towns. A total of 215 schemes of pollution abatements have been sanctioned so far. 69 schemes have been completed under this action plan. Millions light liters of sewage is targeted to be intercepted, diverted, and treated. Okay, so this is all about National River Conservation Plan (NRCP). Okay, NRCP. Is it clear? So this is all about second chapters. Third chapters, and let us move to the fourth chapter, that is climate. Okay, so this is also important for prelims point of view. Okay, so I will cover important terms and concepts so that you can grasp easily and you can apply those concepts in your exam also. Okay, so in the last two chapters you already have learned about the landforms, okay, and the drainage of the our country. Okay, so these are two of the three basic elements that one learns about the natural environment of any area. Okay, in these chapters you will learn about the third, that is the atmospheric condition that prevail over our country. Why do we wear woolens in December, and why it is hot and uncomfortable in month of May, and why it is rains in June, okay, and July. The answers to all these questions can be found on our studying about the climate of India. So these all conditions are happened due to due to change in climate. So climate are the factors, okay, responsible for day-to-day change, and due to day-to-day change everything happens, like I already dictate you the regions. Okay, so climate refers to the sum total of weather condition. Climate refers to the sum total of climatic conditions, weather conditions, and variations over large area for a long period of time. Okay, for a long period of a time. Okay, so more than 30 years. Okay, more than 30 years. Weather refers to the state of the atmosphere over an area at any point of time. The elements of weather and climates are the same, that is the temperature, atmospheric pressure, wind, humidity, and precipitation. Okay, so these are the factors. Okay, now observe that the weather conditions will fluctuate very often, even within a day, but there is some common patterns over a few weeks or months, that is day are cool or hot, wind or calm, cloudy or bright, and wet or dry. On the basis of the generalized monthly atmospheric conditions, the year is divided into seasons such as winter, summer, or rainy season. So now the word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mosim, which literally means season. Okay, monsoon refers to the seasonal reversal in the wind directions during a year. The climate of India is described as the monsoon type. In Asia, this type of climate is found mainly in the south and the southeast. Despite on overall unity in the general patterns, there are perceptible regional variations in climatic conditions within the country. Let us take two important elements, temperatures and precipitations, and examine how they vary from place to place and season to season. In summer, the mercury occasionally touches 50 degree C in some parts of the Rajasthan desert, where it may be around 20 degree in Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so in certain places there is a wind wide difference between the day and night temperature. In the Thar desert, the day temperatures may rise to 50 degrees Celsius and drop down near to 15 degree Celsius. Okay, the same night. On the other hand, there is hardly any difference in the day and night temperatures are in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands or in Kerala. Okay, so this is the thing. Now 400 centimeter in Meghalaya to less than 10 centimeter in Ladakh and western Rajasthan. Okay, June to September, that is rainfall from June to September. June to September. Now coast gets a large portions of its rain during October and November. In general, coastal areas experience less contrast in temperature condition. Seasonal contrast are more in the interior of the country. There is a decrease in rainfall generally from east to west in the northern plains. These variations have given rise to variety in the lives of the people in terms of the food they eat, the clothes they wear, and also the kind of houses they live in. Okay, now climatic controls. So there are 6 major controls of the climate of the any place. Okay, so they are latitude, okay, altitude, pressure, wind system, distance from the sea, okay, that is continentality, and next is ocean currents and relief features. So climatic control, CC, climatic control, it means latitude, altitude, okay, altitude, pressure, okay, wind system, okay, and distance from the sea, and ocean current, okay, ocean current, okay, and relief features, that is lap wasp, lap wasp CR, lap wasp CR, ऐसे याद रख लो, ठीक है. So this is the climatic control, lap wasp CR, okay, that is latitude, altitude, pressure, and wind system, distance from the area, okay, and wind system, distance from the AC, okay, ocean currents and relief features. Okay, so latitude, as a result, air temperature generally decrease from the, so my dear friend, due to curvature of the earth, the amount of solar energy received varies according to latitudes. As a result, air temperature generally decrease from the equator towards the poles as one of goes from the surface of the earth to the higher altitudes. Okay,